Hey everyone, welcome to Lost Connection Tarot. I'm Benjamin Snavely. This is your daily meditative tarot reading for Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Today I will be using the Nicoletta Sicoli Tarot. This is my partner's. We got it when we traveled to New Orleans. It's a lovely deck, very whimsical, a little Alice in Wonderland like, very surreal. So today we will be looking at the energy for Tuesday. This reading is for anybody that hears it. This is going to be a 3-card spread. We're going to first look at the energy of the day, the overall theme or message. Then we will look at the energy that we have the most control over, and then the energy we have the least control over. That way we can know where to put our focus and obviously energy. Okay? So for Tuesday, September 28th, 2020, what is the overall energy of the day? What is the energy that I have the most control over? I need to pay attention to and put my focus on. And then finally, what is the energy I have the least control over and I simply need to surrender to, accept, or let go? I wonder if you can hear my daughter trying to go to bed. So it is the day before. It is Monday, but I am doing this reading for Tuesday. This is, again, for anybody. And again, what is the energy of the day? What is the energy we have the most control over? And the energy we have the least control over. Okay. Alright, so here we have the 6. That's the Lovers. Okay, so the energy of the day is good. It's all about connection. It's all about commitment. It's all about putting our heart and our mind into the same thing, right? But what's interesting about the Lovers is that it's also about separation. To love something, we have to yearn for it, we have to want it, we have to need it, want it, you know what I mean? The idea of here we see Eve hugging and loving on the snake with the tree of good and evil, right? And so she had to have that curiosity, that yearning for wanting more, to know what it was to even be human. And so with Lovers, to understand love, we also need to understand separation. To understand ourselves, we need to understand the others. So love, to understand something, we also need to understand the absence of that thing. And so, today may be a day where you come to recognize something's worth because it's not in your vicinity. You may come to recognize the value of what you have in front of you by small gestures. And so just pay attention to all of the things that indicate that you are experiencing love, or that you are manifesting love, or that you are receiving or giving love. So love is a decision. It's not just an emotion, it is also a decision. And so it's a decision you don't take lightly. Obviously when we talk about marriage, we're talking about a deep love, a deep commitment, and that is before your chosen God or even the government. But they want to make sure that you are committed to this decision, and not just this fleeting emotion. So it's serious. And this is a major arcana card. And anytime we get major arcana cards, we get major things happening today. So today's major theme is all about love. So either you are finding someone that is right for you, or you are simply acknowledging someone is right for you, or this idea is right for you, even if you're separated from it. You could have had a whole weekend with somebody and now you're separated from them and you're thinking about them constantly, or maybe they ring you and then you get this feeling like this pain. And this pain is that separation. It's that we can't always be connected to that thing, that entity, that want, but yet we yearn for it, we want that, and then we make the decision to go towards that, and then we have to put work, effort, and energy into maintaining that connection, right? And that is commitment. So energy today is positive. We just need to recognize the power of it and how serious it is. But it is beautiful when we do commit to something, because then we truly do find something worth living, purpose. You know, it's really nice. Okay, so that's the energy of the day. Now, what do we have the most control over? We have the Seven of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So here, this is all about assessment. This is all about already having something that's tangible that we have produced, and now we are kind of looking at our harvest and we're assessing, as in, hey, do I want to do the same exact planting again? It's kind of like being a teacher. Okay, I did a year, and then they come back to you and go, hey, are you going to do fourth grade again? And you know, you can say yes or no. Okay, I'm going to have different students. How can I be more effective this year? How can I do the same lessons in a different way or a different style? Or how can I do more differentiated learning? Because obviously this past year I feel like I failed a kid of mine simply because I made him or her study at everybody else's level instead of allowing him to be on his own level and me providing that type of curriculum. So at the Seven of Wands, or sorry, not the Wands, at Pentacles, at the Seven of Pentacles, we're kind of assessing what we're doing productivity-wise, what we're doing on this earth, what we're doing with our job, with our career, our you know, our status, our finances, all of that. Do we want to make those same investments? What was our return? You know, and so with the Seven, and at it being reversed, we're kind of saying it's not worth it. I don't know. I think I want to change it up. I don't know if I want to do everything exactly the same way. I don't know if I necessarily liked what I received based on what I planted. So we're questioning our motives, and we're questioning our actions, and we're saying to ourselves, you know, here I am now, and I knew I was going to be here, but it didn't happen. What can I do differently? Do I want to do it differently? Do I want to just start over? Do I just want to throw everything away and start over? Or maybe go into a completely different field, right? So we may feel failure. We may feel like we're not good enough. We may feel like we made mistakes and that we didn't create the bounty that we were looking for. And so this is our chance. This is our opportunity to decide what we want to do. And with it being reversed, it makes me feel like we kind of want to definitely make changes. We're not necessarily happy with where we are at the moment. We're not necessarily happy with what we have received with cause and effect. And so looking at career, looking at finances, looking at investments, looking at our health, we're thinking, hey, we're gonna go back to the drawing board, and we're gonna figure out a better way to achieve the results that I'm looking for. Maybe your results weren't set in stone. Maybe you were too iffy or washy with your results. Maybe you didn't care because you didn't recognize the power of choice and the power of your actions. And now you're coming here and you're like, man, now I totally recognize what I could have had if only I had done this, and I didn't do it. But now you know, and experience is a lot. It takes you to that next stage. And so now you can fix those mistakes and you can try again. It sucks. You know, it's like writing something on Facebook or something, and it's a really good apparently in your head, and then you forget to save it or whatever, and there's no draft, and then like, do I really want to go back and rewrite everything that I just did? Is it worth my time and effort to rewrite this post that I think is going to express myself and my thoughts and my opinions on whatever the subject matter is? Probably not. You know, but this is what we have control over today. So today we have control over this energy. We're simply assessing, we are deciding, do I keep it? Do I change it? Do I modify it? Does it work for me? And so we are again assessing if this is the path we want to go, if this is the direction that we are enjoying. Is there more that can be done that we can get a better bounty for? So take a look at what you have been doing right and what you have been doing wrong and how you can fix that. All right. And then finally, the thing that we have the least control over is the Judgment card. All right. This is another major arcana card. And so, interestingly enough, if we don't have control over it, and this is something that is simply going to happen, and we need to accept it, or we need to release it, we need to surrender to it, the Judgment card, in my opinion, is extremely good, because you are shedding old judgments of yourself and criticisms that other people have given you over the years, and you're finally saying, I'm going to walk in this specific direction that has eluded me for so long, and I finally see that this is my path and this is the way I need to go. I have been woken up to my true self, my true purpose, and my path, my journey. And now I no longer will veer, because I know this is where I'm going to go. And I'm not going to have self-doubt or criticism or anything like that, because I'm just going to let go of all judgments and preconceived notions. I'm no longer going to care for results, because since I'm living from my heart and I'm putting that forward into the earth, I have to trust the universe that what I'm doing is correct. And since I'm following my insides, my heart, then I have to say I have to trust the goodness of myself and what I want. And because of that, I'm no longer going to have any preconceived notions that this is right or this is wrong, or this is going to make me wealthy, or this is going to find me a soulmate, or this is going to make my parents happy, or this is going to give me a better house, or whatever. You're done with all of those judgments. You just let them go, right? And you just say, this is the path, and this is the direction, and this is where I'm going, and I just have to trust in my heart that I'm listening to it correctly, that I'm hearing exactly what it's telling me, and that I will walk this path sure-footedly, and no one else can criticize me, and I can't even criticize myself, because why would anything that would come into my head would just simply be doubt and censoring myself, but it's just doubt and fear. It's not saying you're doing something wrong, right? And it's just fear. And when you recognize fear for what it is, it no longer has value to you, and you recognize that it's just trying to protect you from pain. But the unknown is the unknown, and there's no how can you know that the future has pain in stored for you until you walk it? Because we don't know the future. So now you can just walk your path assuredly and without fear, and because there's no conception that there could be pain, because we don't know the future. We're just trusting in the path that is before us. And we know that when we try to control, when we try to do certain things, that leads to pain and sorrow. When we try, right? And instead we're now surrendering. And so this is beautiful, because this is something we don't have control over. So tomorrow is a huge day for whoever is listening to this message, because through just living our life, through assessing what we care about, how we present ourselves in the world, based on our body, based on the clothes that we wear, and on our aesthetics, and the job that we choose, and the words that we choose to express ourselves, and all of these things that express us in the world. We're assessing them, and we're saying these things aren't working for me. These things aren't getting me to the path that I want, right? And by just throwing out all of the things that are not working, right? And by accepting love into our life and kind of caressing ourselves and recognizing ourselves as the person who would give us unconditional love and trusting in the universe, it's like we're getting to embrace the universe today and say, "Whoa, man, here I am finally meeting you again. I'm reconnecting with my true self." Right? Here I am. I'm reconnecting with my true self. I'm assessing the things that I have done and how I got here, and I can see what I did incorrectly, and now I can see what I need to do to walk my path that takes away judgment, and I just simply surrender to the universe, and I surrender to myself, and I say, this is what I'm doing. I'm no longer listening to outside external stimulus and judgment or criticisms or whatabouts or what ifs or whatever. I'm just simply listening here into my heart, and this is what it's telling me to do, and I have truth and love and conviction that this is right. And boom, the angels blow their horns, and you just reawaken. You're like, this is my purpose, and you go forth. And it's because you've found yourself today. You recognize yourself, you saw yourself, and it could be you saw yourself in another, or you could see yourself in an action, right? But by recognizing that you see yourself in other people, and that is love, and what got you here wasn't working, miraculously we just are called to our true purpose, and that is beautiful. So let's go ahead and do the numbers. We have 20 with the Judgment card, we have 6 with the Lovers card, and we have 7 with the 7 of Pentacles. So 20 and 6 is 26. 26 and 7 is 33. Oh, wow. Goodness gracious, master number. I mean, Jesus' number, right? This is master builder, master service. I honestly, I can't even remember. It is a huge master number, all doubles, and here we are at 33, which is just, the Triforce, the Trinity, in doubles. 3 times 3, 9. It just, the numerology is great, and the 33 is just a lovely, experienced number of walking your true path, helping other people, and simply being somebody that other people can literally just look up to and say, I want what he has. And what's that person has? The ability to listen to themselves and follow their own heart and their own footpath, right? They walk to the beat of their own drum. And of course, by emanating that and just walking your truth, other people are going to see that confidence. They're going to see that stride. They're going to see how you represent yourself. And you're going to represent yourself with love and abundance, because you are truly holy within to yourself. And you will radiate just confidence and joy and exuberance. And people are going to want that. And that is how you also help people, because you also can awaken them by simply living an awakened life. All right, so 33, huge number, a day of service, a day of building, a day of building foundations and securing structures, and putting force into a form that we want to now throw into the world, and it's all with rediscovering ourselves and loving ourselves unconditionally. So this is Lost Connection Tarot. My name is Benjamin Snavely. This is a daily meditative tarot reading for Tuesday, September 29th, 2020. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.